Good morning. It's Friday morning, and today we're going to look at Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord your dwelling place, the Most High, who is my refuge, no evil shall be allowed to befall you, no plague come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. On their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the adder, the young lion and the serpent you will trample underfoot. Because he holds fast to me in love, I will deliver him. I will protect him because he knows my name. When he calls to me, I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will rescue him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. This psalm is a wonderful psalm, and about in the late 90s, it was put into a hymn form, and we've sung this hymn at dozens of funerals and worship services. I'm sure you know the hymn that I'm talking about. If you don't, take a minute and look it up. It's what is the hymn called? That's a good question. It's, well, I'm looking at the psalm and I can't think of the name of the hymn. But what this psalm does is teach us something about Hebrew poetry. Now, if we wrote this in English poetry, every line would have the same meter and the same length. So it'd be da 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 like that, or some other meter, but it would be regular, and there'd be a lot of rhyming, and that's the way that you do poetry in English. Now you can write poetry just free form, whatever way you want to, and some people are very good at that, but most poems generally are written with a certain meter and a certain rhyme scheme. Hebrew is nothing like that. They don't care about meter. They don't care about rhyme scheme. I always joke that most Hebrew words rhyme with most other Hebrew words because they all are that's not exactly true, but it's close. The thing about if you look in the hymn book at the melody to this hymn, you'll see that the music is there about 4 different times. It's the same basic melody, but they've put the notes in a different pattern so that you can sing it and know what you're supposed to be singing, because each verse of it is a little different from the other verses, and so it's trying to sing it. You need a little flexibility with the music, and none of that is difficult in English to do. You can sing along the tune and you pretty much get it. But it would be the same in Hebrew. It would just be you would just sing and try to make it fit. So it doesn't have the same sort of cadence that something like a Shakespeare sonnet would have, for instance. So all of that's about Hebrew poetry and English poetry, but what does this psalm say? Over and over, it uses images that God is going to protect us, and we're protected from the snare of the fowler. So, somebody who's working with birds of prey, falconers, and or something, and they won't be able to catch us. Diseases won't be able to get us. God will keep us safe under his wings. Now, does God have big wings? Well, in this vision of God, he does. No evil will be allowed to befall you, and you will be protected by his angels, and on like that. Great psalm of comfort. The hymn is called On Eagle's Wings, and you need to look that hymn up. And if you don't know it, get it on YouTube and listen to it a few times, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So play On Eagle's Wings throughout the afternoon, and we will see you tomorrow.